conscious souls, chosen ones, empaths. Did you know that you were an authentic soul, a being of light, prior to meeting the narcissist? Maybe you did, but a lot of you didn't know that how special you truly were. Only after a discard or you got away from a toxic relationship or something like that, you started to realize, hey, hang about, there's a lot of deviance in the world. And you started to realize that you're different. Okay? And this is one of the main reasons why God or the universe doesn't let or allow you to run the course of time with a narcissist. Now, some of you might be in a real position of hurt right now and you can't see your worth. But I'm telling you, you're going to start to see your worth more and more. And you're going to realize that you didn't need this person. Okay? They are a figment of your imagination. They're a social chameleon, as someone mentioned to me recently, in a session. They're a social chameleon. They chop and change. Okay, but likewise, like you've gone through your awakening and you're starting to realize that you're empathetic. See, some of you downplay your effort. You're modest. There's nothing wrong with being modest, but you don't put weight into what you are. Not in a negative way, in a modest way, you know, but you need to recognize who you are because God or the universe is trying to lead you to discover who you are. Likewise, they're going to discover who they are. After running into you, they wake up to the fact they're narcissists. Many of these narcissists are asleep out there. Many of these narcissists are asleep out there. And they're going to start to wake up to the fact they're a narcissist because they run into other narcissists. They run into other toxic individuals. That's what comes after you. They downgrade. They go into these situations and they start to think, whoa. It wasn't them that was actually, you know, manipulating you to get the supply. Obviously to a certain extent, but not the whole full force of your supply. They can't do it to other people. If it was all down to the narcissist, they'll be able to extract supply from whoever they encounter, but they can't. Okay? So this is why God or the universe doesn't let you run the course or the test of time like forever. Okay? You could have been in a decade-long relationship, decades long relationship. I said that wrong. You could have been in a relationship for decades. Whatever. The point is, it doesn't run the course of time. Okay? You're out of it. You're looking at this video. And it was meant to end for a reason. For your best interests. That's what you have to start to wrap your head around. You have to start to see like, no, this has happened for your benefit. You need to see that. You have to see that. So this is part of the reason why chosen ones and narcissists don't last forever. Okay? They're going to go through their awakening. When they realize they're a narcissist, like I was speaking to some recently, they start to paint you as the narcissist, or they start to say you're a narcissist, or they start to say you're toxic or whatever. But it's because they're projecting their own feelings of inadequacy and exposure onto you. So they're trying to make out the your problem when really it's them. Okay, so please embrace this. Please, everyone, embrace this. Like, you don't need them. You don't need them. What I've realized is there's some new viewers. So some of this stuff that I talk about in here, you want to go back to old videos. Right? I'm not just saying that's plug-in videos. I mean, I might be saying stuff that you can't fully understand at this moment in time when you're in such positions of hurt. So this video might not be for you, but I know there's people that can understand, are further along in their journey. But it's not just old videos. There's other videos that will appeal to you at your current state. If you're in pain, you might not be able to see like all of the blessings that you have at this moment in time because you're in a real diabolical situation. Okay, but honestly, it's there. It's there. It's right before your eyes, right? It's all around you. Your blessing is there. All right. And it needed to end. Okay, the longer you stay in a mind state hoping for their return, you know what you've got to be like? When a narcissist like does you wrong, discards you, whatever, treats you badly and you have to cut them off, whatever. You have to be like, nah, they've shot themselves in the foot, man. They've thrown away gold, which was you. Like, you need to know that about yourself. I want all of you, please, to develop this awareness and knowing about yourself. Okay? Because what I'm noticing is some people, you know what you did. I speak to people in sessions all the time, right? And they're not just talking up themselves, but they're saying like, I've done this, I've done that, I've done this, I've done that, I've done this for the person. But then they're feeling like someone else is going to come and do better than them. And it's like, no one's going to do that, the stuff you did. The stuff you're explaining to me, or what I hear about in the comment section or whatever, like, people ain't going to do what you did. All right? Just look at the state of social media. Look at the state of the world. All right? People ain't coming along and playing a role like you did in the narcissist life. And when everything is E equals MC squared and everything is energy, and the narcissist depend upon supply, which is an energy, a sustenance, a life support, then it's gonna be a hard, difficult time for them. All right? And you're gonna get out relatively unscathed from this whole situation, I believe. Okay, you're gonna get out relatively unscathed. Yes, they may cause drama, they may cause upset, they may cause pain, they may cause trouble, they may cause drama, they may cause these things. But I'm telling you, once you get through the initial dark days, it's a blessing from there on out. Seriously. Seriously, it is. So God's trying to teach you, like, hey, you know, you don't need to be around that person. And when you're in a narcissistic abusive relationship, you're actually being brainwashed. So while you're in a place of hurt, you're actually under like brainwash control from the narcissist, right? Manipulation and whatnot. I'm not saying they're doing heebie-jeebie, you know, waving their magic wand. I mean, you're under a brainwash spell. All right. So that's why you can't connect dots at the beginning. Things don't make sense. You're holding on for closure, these sorts of things, because you're under the brainwash thing, and they're aware of that, you know? So all of you that have chased them or pursued them and then they've blocked you or they've, you know, this is what I've spoke to some people recently in sessions about this topic. Even if they've done that, just leave. You need to realize this has happened for your advantage. The ending of the relationship has happened for your advantage, not theirs. It's for yours. Okay? They're going to go through their own awakening of realizing they're a narcissist. You're going to ascend more and more and realize that you're an anointed soul, a spiritual being, a being of light, you know? And yeah, momentarily they do go off supercharged with your supply, but that dwindles, that fades. All right. So you need to really understand this for your own well-being, you know? You really need to understand this. So I hope this video helps. It's for your benefit. You're going to become the best version of yourself, everything like that. The universal God is teaching them a lesson and training you through this ending of the relationship. It's literally for the best. I promise you, it's for the best. I'm not just singing you sweet words. If it was sweet words, you know, if I was just singing you sweet words, then, you know, it's not even sweet words. You know, I'm telling you something that is so crystal clear, and where your friends or whoever will tell you, oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's so bad. What have they done to you? I'm saying, don't worry about it. Let them go. It's happened for your benefit. So it's not sweet words. Hope you understand what I mean. Sorry, I digressed a little bit there. But please, everyone, try to focus on this. If this video hasn't sunk in, maybe return to it. There's plenty of videos there that will help you in your situation. I've made quite a lot of videos. So I really appreciate your support, everyone, to the old listeners, to the long-term listeners, the new listeners, and everyone out there. So Thank you so much for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. If you'd like to donate or support to the channel, you can. Check out Zion Spiritual and check out Zion Music. So anyway, I'll be back on another video soon. Peace.